So guys, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu fails to sign the return to regional form of government, I bet you that this country might actually be in a very big trouble. Now watch this particular video from a northerner and how he's saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu government should grant amnesty and give money to bandits and Fulani militia. Let me play the video then before I speak to you how Bola Ahmed Tinubu's lawyers have been telling him order the National Assembly for them to immediately start this particular call for referendum because we've had enough of these particular northerners. Let me play this particular video. It's quite embarrassing. Just watch this particular video, then when we come back, we'll analyze some certain things here.
As I understand it, there is a very fierce debate in the North now between those who believe that you do not win this kind of problem with only military approach, and those that believe that you can win by talking, by negotiating, by consultation. The debate is still there. It's out there. The jury is still out. But I understand a mixture of the two has been used successfully in quite a number of places already. So maybe in the end, this has to be put together and applied. But I remember very well when there was an amnesty program in the Niger Delta during those chaotic times, and it has worked perfectly. They were given amnesty. They were sent to school. They came back. They become integrated in the system, and they are useful products and citizens of Nigeria. That also aspect can be looked at in terms of the North. Most of these bandits have not had the opportunity to go to school. Have not had the opportunity to actually enjoy what we ordinarily do in the cities. And it's just for government to probably, while extending hands of friendship, but also making it quite clear that what they are doing is illegal and criminal, and so those that are caught in the process are...
Now, if you listen attentively to what this particular man was saying, it was quite shameful that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should grant the bandits and Fulani militia amnesty, give them money the same way they did to Niger Delta militants. And this is the reason why I'm telling Bola Ahmed Tinubu enough is enough. Because why these northerners are doing this thing? Because they know that the money from the oil being sold from the southern region will actually get to them, because that is the money all of them are actually focusing on. So that whenever they drill oil from the southeast, from the southwest, and from the south region, they will carry all the money and give to the north, or in the name of fighting insecurity, because this is what they want. And most of what these men you are seeing over there in the north own these military groups. In fact, they are the founders of this military group. So what they are trying to do or say is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should fund them more. So it is a business enterprise for them. And that is why I've often said we must return back to the regional form of government. This unitary system of government is what is giving these people the right. I'm going to play other videos here for you to listen to what people are saying, how even this particular north has actually carried out a referendum for themselves. They've actually carried out a referendum and nobody said anything about it. The 12 northern states, core northern state, carried out the referendum and ordered the National Assembly. They changed the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to accommodate their Sharia law. I'm going to play the video. So people are saying, you people have carried out a referendum for what you people think is best for you people. But whenever we speak of referendum for people to return back to regional form of government or total dissolution, you people become scared. You people start fighting. And that is why in the 1999 Constitution, as amended, it was the Northerners that crafted that particular Constitution and ensured that they put a clause that makes it impossible for the country to be divided. They said that Nigeria is an indivisible country, and this is where a lot of people are saying there must be constitutional review, and this particular constitution must change, because the right to self-determination is every person's fundamental human right. So you cannot force people to be in a country where they feel that they shouldn't be. Look at what these people are saying. Let me not waste your time. Let me play other video so you can listen to the exposition people are making. Enough is enough. Please do well to subscribe and follow me. Please, it will not cost you anything. Just subscribe and comment in the comment section. Let me play more videos here.
Looking at the map of Nigeria you see here, you see this section in yellow, 12 contiguous states simultaneously imposed Sharia in year 2000, meaning that they consulted. It was their House of Assembly that did all of what was done. Their governors signed such things into those legislations into law and set up the Hisbah, the Sharia police that have been enforcing. They've never repealed any of those laws the same way they pass them. They may tell you, oh, it's a joke, Sharia does not exist, but it exists in Kanu, destroying people's business. It exists in Sokoto, destroying people's business. And so we come down to section 10. Let's listen very carefully. For those who may think that these are troublemakers who don't wish Nigeria well, Nigeria the Federation is not what we are discussing. Nigeria the Federation died a long time ago. But the Nigeria, the unitary state, the monster that is now feeding on the blood of those is holding by force against the will. It is that Nigeria that has, the Nigeria that should have been our union was agreed to be a secular state, for which reason Section 10 of the 1999 Constitution, as disputed as it is, Section 10 expressly forbids the adoption of any state religion by the government of the federation or that of any state. There's no state, the government of the federation or that of a state shall not adopt any religion as state religion. That's the entire provision of Section 10. And so when in year 2000, these 12 contiguous states that run from Sokoto, Kebbi through Kano, Jigawa to Borno in the uppermost north of Nigeria simultaneously imposed Sharia, adopted and imposed Sharia and began to implement it. They had seceded from the secular union of Nigeria as dictated by Section 10 that says they should not do such a thing, they should not adopt state religion. And so we were, ordinarily it would have been to go and quarrel with them, but we took a second look at it in this project and we said that this is self-determination that they have exercised, and they went through due process. They consulted among themselves. That was why they could act simultaneously.
Most Southerners in Nigeria do not even understand what's actually going on in this particular country. That's why many of them, persecute and hate Nnamdi Kanu and other, maybe Sunday Igboho, and people that are actually speaking truth to power. Now, do you know that this particular North, what they did was to conduct a referendum and equally self-determination, because they came together and said they want a Sharia law, despite the fact that they know that the Constitution of Nigeria, which was in Section 10, said that Nigeria, as a matter of fact, should not adopt any state religion, whether be it Christianity, be it Muslim, Islam, or anything. But they went ahead and did it and made sure that they signed a particular Sharia law. Till date, it is still operational in this particular 12 states, as you can see, that is being mapped yellow on this particular map. And tell me, but if any such thing is being done in the southern part, just that the southern part, some of them are saying we need regional rule or total dissolution, the North have consistently opposed to this particular thing. And many East Southerners do not understand what's actually going on in this particular country. Now look at what they are doing with insecurity. They don't want insecurity to end. Rather, they are saying that the government should pay these particular bandits and a Fulani militia group. Now, when we speak about the open grazing and the Fulani herdsmen activities, why have you not asked yourself why is it that Nigeria has not placed a permanent ban on open grazing? Despite the fact that they know that this is how Fulani militia, travel across cities and communities and attack communities, because when they carry out their nomadic herding or with their cattle, they know the in and out of communities, so they give intel to their militia group to come and attack those communities. But the Nigerian government has consistently refused to put a ban on open grazing. And when people speak up, they arrest them. When people speak up, they say they are causing unrest. But these people have kept on, constituting troubles and problems in the country. This is high time Bola Tinubu should sign the regional rule. In fact, there is no point again. There is no single point again, in maintaining this unitary system of government. It's not benefiting anybody. The only people that are benefiting from this are mostly the Northerners. I can boldly hit my chest and tell you this. Every now and then, money is being sent to the North to fight insecurity, and the money end up in the hands of these bandits and these criminals. And these criminals and bandits are being, organized and formed by some of their, our political leaders and even religious leaders over there in the northern part. Look at Shegumi, always advocating for the, bandits and terrorists. He has never spoken up for the victims. And you believe that this particular country, and nobody has actually touched Shegumi, nobody has actually arrested him, nothing. Rather, the government is giving him media an opportunity to speak on behalf of the bandits. But immediately you speak against the bandits or attack this Fulani militia group, the government will come and arrest you. And you expect, and you think this country will function as a one or probably this unitary system of government we are practicing? No. The South must actually wake up. Bola Tinubu's lawyer, being Olalipekun, the other day told him that it is high time he writes to the National Assembly, led by Godswill Akpabio, for them to start a constitutional review that will allow a referendum. Let people from all tribes come together and ask themselves and tell themselves the truth. Do we want to be together? How do we want to forge ahead in this particular country? Because it seems that some people are actually holding this particular country to ransom. That is why some of them are having the effrontery to come out and tell you to grant bandits amnesty. Like the bandits are fighting for anything. He tries to compare them with Niger Delta militants that we are actually fighting for their rights, because the oil in their communities have destroyed their farmlands and their communities and their water and their seas and all that. So the government should give them a portion of what they are mining. That was what the Niger Deltas we are fighting for. But what are these particular bandits fighting for? Absolutely nothing. They are just criminals. But still yet, the Northerners are negotiating with them, using government money to pay them and having the effrontery But Nnamdi Kanu, who is an Igbo person, has been sentenced to life imprisonment and sent to Sokoto prison because he spoke up for his people. It literally and absolutely makes no sense.
Okay, Dr. Koko, real quickly. I also, in about 2 minutes, I also want you to interrogate the concept of numerical advantage of the North. You said something earlier on.
That is what makes me laugh.
You said that the British used the Middle Belters to shore up the numbers in the North. Let's talk about numerical advantage. The North and numbers.
Yes. Thank you. The North they use this argument, we have the numbers, etc. Take the Middle Belt out, where are the numbers? They know they don't have the numbers, sir. They know it. But of course, for propaganda purposes, they use that argument, we have the numbers, we can do it. Now, the North, the British wanted the North to remain monolithic for some reason. They wanted it because they wanted to hand over power to the North. And they used Middle Belters to beef up the population of the North before independence. And though before independence, if you look at the population, go back to history, all these things are there, you can Google and see. The Southeast and Bamenda had the highest population, followed by the Southwest and the North, that is including the Middle Belt, had the third population in terms of numerical strength. However, the British wanted to hand over to the North and therefore denied the Middle Belters a region for themselves. Though after independence, the southern minorities were given Midwestern region for also political consideration, which now we know as used just to whittle down the strength of the Southwest. But all the same, we who consider ourselves Middle Belters, going down history and memory lane, are saying we are not Northerners. We are Middle Belters.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't have much thing to say. After watching these videos and everything, I had the North are trying to, force the Middle Belters to be part of them. The only advice I have for Bala Tinubu is return us back to regional form of government. I don't have any other thing to say. Do well to subscribe to my channel and drop your comments in the comment section. See you guys later.